Hey there, everybody. Good morning and welcome. Or we're good. We just need a little bit of volume here. Again, trying to get everything dialed in. Hope everybody had a great weekend. You ready to get started today because it's Monday. It's back to work Monday for a lot of people, including you. Let's get started.
This is 7 Minutes in the Morning, where 5 days a week you get tips and hacks dedicated to helping business owners and leaders just like you find and break through the one thing that is preventing your success. And now, here's the host of 7 Minutes in the Morning and your results coach, Thom Rigsby.
Hey, I'm just going to listen there for a second, make sure that we're all sounding okay. There we go. That's better. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the show. My name's Thom Rigsby, and this is, there we go, 7 Minutes in the Morning, the show where we talk about how to start, grow, and enjoy the benefits of business ownership. You're probably also watching this, many of you in the Small Businesses Fight COVID-19 group, where we've been doing our daily updates. And Friday, if you missed them over the weekend, that's because we didn't do them over the weekend. Friday, we announced that the whole point in doing these daily updates and kind of focusing on this so intently is because we were in survival mode. We were looking for that midline, that midpoint in the numbers. Well, we hit that midpoint about a week ago, and there's really no point in continuing to talk about that. So we've dialed that back a little bit. I will talk a little bit about the new funding package that got released today. But before I get to, and then I'm getting into our quote and inspiration of the day today also. Before we do that, though, when you get here, do what others have done. Leave a comment, say hi, hello, good morning, how you doing? Where the heck are you? Any of that sounds good to me. Just like to know that you are out there. And then statistically, we know that a business owner that needs to hear this message. Go ahead and click on that share button underneath the video. Share this with them. And then if you get any value at all from our time together today, go ahead and click that like, stars, thumbs up, whatever's appropriate in the venue where you are watching or listening. All right. So late last week, we got the second round of funding to it's not just the P3 program, but the P3 program is what everybody was focused on. It's $454 billion to kind of rejuvenate the funding for the P3 loans and the idle loans. So the idle loans had been suspended because they had run out of money. The P3 loans very famously, publicly ran out of money. And so now that funding is back. The P3 loan application should be open for acceptance this morning. That's right, this morning, Monday morning. We're not really sure what's happening with the idle loans, although they should be reopened as well. We do know that the SBA has said as soon as they get confirmation that the money's there for them to dole out, that they're going to go back to processing the idle loans that were already in place. And that's idle EIDL, emergency impact disaster loans. Those are the ones that provide the up to $10,000 in emergency funding. So all of that is underway. If many states, I think it's 20 states, are reopening to some degree today to get their version of commerce started again. And I just did a spot on Fred's show, and listen, this is important. People are spending money. I was out Friday when I left the radio station going home, and a couple of places on Saturday. People are out and people are spending money, and we need to get businesses up and running. If your business isn't up and running, man, you really need to reach out and talk to one of us. We've got a plan for you. It really doesn't matter what kind of business you are. There's a way that we can help you generate some revenue. You can come to thomrigsby.com, click on the coaching link and schedule a call, or go to the address there in the bottom, prismbusinesspartners.com, and we'll set up a call there and help you out. There is a way to do it. You just have to be creative, and that's one of our specialties, is being creative. Speaking of being creative, that gets us to our quote of the day, which is a staple of the 7 Minutes in the Morning show. Today's quote is from Steve Jobs. and oh man, my screen just blooped, went away. I want to make sure I get the quote just right. And it's not going to help me. There we go. The ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that do. So my question in the open in the title today was, are you crazy? And I said, you bet I am, and had some confirmation of that in the comments. So appreciate that. Look, here's the thing. Being crazy doesn't mean that you take unnecessary risks. In fact, being crazy, when we think about this thing, we have to first define what's crazy and who gets to define it. Right? Look, here's a great example. Alabama. You got Georgia and Tennessee open for business. You think people aren't driving to Georgia and Tennessee to spend money? Yes. Mississippi's open to some extent. Florida's open to some extent. Every state around us is accepting our money and our tax revenue except for us. Is that crazy? Well, that apparently depends on who you ask, right? So first you have to ask who defines crazy. This is one of the reasons I tell you, you have to surround yourself with other business owners, people that think the same way that you do, because they will look at the measured risk that you are taking and think, hey, that's a pretty good idea right there. Like buying a business right now. It's a fantastic time to buy a business. There are plenty of businesses, unfortunately, that were structured poorly going into this. They're not going to be able to survive. But it's a viable business given the right backing and the right processes. And so it's a great time to buy those businesses. You can buy them at a discount, help the owners out, the current owners out, and you get a great... Now, a lot of people would hear that and go, oh, that's crazy. Why would anybody buy a business right now? See, it depends on what you call crazy. We're not crazy, but entrepreneurs are not crazy. We're not risk junkies. We take measured risks. We tend to not jump in the pool where we can't see the bottom, or at least have a really good idea what's in there. I mean, but to other people, the decisions and the choices that we make might seem crazy. So first of all, you have to understand who's calling you crazy and whether that matters or not. Because a lot of people that will call you crazy don't matter. So and the second element here, the second element here is, if you don't believe you can change the world, who does? I mean, that's pretty simple. I'm just going to leave that laying there on the table. If you don't believe you can change the world, then who does? That's what you're here for. You are uniquely gifted, talented, and placed to do work that matters, to make a difference, to change the world. And whether it's your little corner of the world or you do something that everybody on the planet benefits from, you are here for that reason. You should do that. All right. That's it for today. And look, I might even be close to 7 minutes today. A little bit over. Coming up on 9. You guys have a fantastic Monday. I'll be back again tomorrow right here with another installment of 7 Minutes in the Morning. The radio show's coming up tomorrow. Huge, very big announcement coming up on, I'll probably make the announcement here on 7 Minutes, but we'll talk about it on the radio show tomorrow as well. I mean, huge, very big. You don't want to miss out on that. So go ahead and click on the follow button or the subscribe button, the bell notification, whatever's right wherever you're watching, so you don't get left out. You get to hear what that little update is. We'll be back again tomorrow. Until then, stay safe and have a great Monday.